Hello everyone and welcome back to more TTEOTS of the Sky Book 1! Yay! We are back! Finally! It's been so long, I know, I missed you guys! Oh my god, we are back tentatively again. I'm not too sure, it's just those rare moments where I found time to record. But anyways, I'm gonna jump right into it because I can't wait to no time. Pretty sure you guys are, tired of waiting. We're all tired of waiting, but we just gotta hang in there still. Anyways, in terms of this game, the last time we left off with it was when I was completing routes or stitching together routes for each of the operatives, each of them the guys, and we left off on doing Fives' route. So we left off on that, we saw his little epilogue ending, and so now what remains, whoever remains is 8 and 3, and the next, of course, before I get to 3, I already planned to do him last. We obviously gotta do 8. So we're here to do 8th route. I'm gonna piece together, majority of his story in book 1 as best as I can. So that means, again, as per usual, I'm gonna start from the very beginning. I'm gonna skip out on a lot of things, lots of the prologue stuff, anything that doesn't necessarily necessarily involve 8, then I will skip out on. For the most part, I know for the fact is that we did the whole like mission thing where we obviously interact with all the members of the party, but I'm gonna skip out on that as well too, just because again I basically included all of that scene, all that went down in one whole episode. Stuff that hasn't changed a lot will be left out as well too, so please, if you want a clearer story of the entirety of book 1, I suggest that you start from, I guess, the latest update in my playlist for this game, and then going forward from there, as well as any other answers I've already done. I know again, for the most part in the past episodes, I've done all answers to most of the to all of the updates that we had with this game. So I'm gonna only answer some of the options once, just because I already done it in the past and I don't want to have to show you guys again, because I already did them. I'll leave timestamps here and there, as well as related video links in this episode as well for you to find, for you guys, so it's easier to find. Anyway, so let's go on ahead and let's proceed. Okay, so this is the part that I was telling you guys about, where we go into like the surprise infiltration mission, where we infiltrate the Kairos base after they obviously like did a surprise attack on our base. So we're here with all of the groups, and we need to split off into either 2 teams. So we either go over the emissary unit or the infiltration unit. So 8 is on the infiltration unit, so obviously we're gonna go with the infiltration unit. There we go. And this is the part where we can kind of we get a chance to kind of interview him a little bit more. And again, I already did those choices, so I'm just gonna skip on ahead to that part and just kind of like run you through it. So I'll just stop around here. So yeah, and of course, I need to mention that in terms of story-wise, we first meet 8 and 5, right when they're like taking over the Cairo ship, and like what's it called, hypnotizing the pilot to taking them back to their base. So here we are making our way into the corridor, just feeling creeped out, I guess, because of the silence, according to 8. So the complete silence is creeping me out. So coming from someone with a class named Siren, it seems kind of ironic, yes. It just feels like someone is going to jump out at us. Yeah. Do you want to talk then? If it'll ease your nerves. Well, yes. Fine, let's take a little break. Yes. 8 exhales and nods. Thanks. So 8 isn't used to being on the front lines. I'm worried about Monarch back at phase 2. Yes. Who's Monarch? His cat. 8's cat. Yeah. He's so cute. He's the cutest thing ever. Yeah. I'm sure he's fine. You know how capable he is. Yes. So it's calming down over here. I bet he's fine. So you're right. He's so smart and independent. So 8 dramatically clutches his chest and staggers a few steps. Arg, but he always returns to me no matter what. Yes, a very loyal cat. I love him so much. Yeah, aw, I can see that. I can't wait to meet him. Oh, you want to meet him? Yes, of course I want to meet the kitty. I'll show him to you as soon as I can. I smile back at this cute person before me in some disbelief he's a deadly operative. Yes, well, hey 8. Yeah? Is it okay if I ask you a question? Yes. Can I ask you a question? question. Go ahead. So how did you get into phase? Let's pick with the what's an interesting question that I had done. Oh, let's just do how did you get into phase? Seems like a what's it called, a staple question. So how did you join phase? I'll tell you later. Oh right, he doesn't tell much either. It's a long story. Not even a hint? I guess you'll just have to hang around to find out. You're a tease, huh? I guess I should have expected that. It's in my job description. I can't help but laugh at that. Then what about you and Five? You guys seem close. How long have you been working with him? A few years. Okay, so please be careful with him when you talk to him. Yeah, he needs a lot of attention, but he's very sensitive too. I'll do my best to keep that in mind. I'm like, those two are interesting. Yes, indeed. So I saw and glanced at Zero, who's examining one of the plants in the room. Our eyes meet for a moment, but we don't get the chance to speak before Six's voice interrupts us. Yeah. So that's enough of a break, let's move on. Okay, so I'm gonna skip on all the fights, basically, and all, like, the planning stages of, like, you know, trying to win back our base that's been captured because we got distracted here. Okay, never mind, I lied. I clearly, I have such good memories of, like, what happens in this game. Anyway, so I'm gonna include this part here where we're talking to Five. We're having a little bit of a heart-to-heart with him in his room, just stargazing. And one of the premium questions that we can have here is basically asking if you and A are close. So I'm just gonna include that just to have more coherency towards like 8 in terms of his story and getting to know him a bit more. So are you and 8 close? You seem like it. So yes, very. He's my best friend. Ah. Soulmates! That's great to have a best friend on the team. Yeah. How'd you two become friends? It's a long story. I promise to tell you all of it sometime. But Aiden and I were assigned to the same mission together. We fought a lot about how it should be done. But in the end, Aiden and I both had to save each other. We got close in the hospital after. Yeah. The hospital, yes. Oh my god, were you alright? Well, yes, it wasn't that bad. But we apologized to each other and started to hang out whenever we could in our off time. Well, I invited 8, but at first he turned down my offer because he was always training or working. But I persisted and now he's my best friend. I can't help but laugh at how enthusiastic and cute 5 is about 8. That's a cute story. I hope I can hear all of it sometime. We could hang out too. Yeah. Let's go eat together when you're free and I'll tell you, okay? Sure, yeah. That's not a date offer, right? No, girl. Well, I'm sure it's not. And Dr. Park did say to get closer to my teammates, so okay, yeah, we're gonna skip out on this. That's all he has to say about that. Or maybe not. Did I not do this question here? Oh well, never mind. Whatever. I already did it in the past, so yeah, you can like look it up there. So sure, just another reason for us to take your home back. It's your home too now. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. So we have a lot of reasons to fight for, don't we? Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. So could I have a hug? There we go. There we can skip on this. Okay, so so we're stopping right here. So the mission is all done. Everything's been done. We're just in the aftermath of it. We went to our first little like, you know, therapy session with Dr. Static, talked our feelings out about our brother being in Kairos after he called us when, you know, 4 took the shot. And then yeah, then we feeling better. We're feeling better now, and this is where things get we have some interactions. That infamous interaction with 8 in that the simulation room. So let's get to it. After feeling lighter after my session, I stepped out into the corridor. Dr. Static said that she would want to see me again soon. She also reminded me that her office schedule can be checked through the network, just in case I want to drop by when there's an open slot. So I wondered just how long I would have dealt with that on my own if Dr. Static hadn't been there to help me. My stomach turns at the thought and I let out a sigh. But she did, and I'm fine. I look around me, stepping out of the way of people hurrying down the hall. What should I do now? Yes, Dr. Static mentioned there's a combat simulation. There's a combat simulation room. It would be better to try a mission before having to go into a real one. Well, I'm not doing anything now, and I don't want the thoughts to come back. All right, let's do it. With that in mind, I set the location on my ARO and set off for the sim room. And the sim room. Oh my god, I wonder how. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna give the same reaction as I did the first time I saw it, because goddamn, it was hot. So when I step into the room, I do a double take at my ARO indicator to make sure this is the right place. It certainly is lively. Could this really be it? I know, it looks like a nightclub. Look at all the drinks back there! I'm leaning my head outside the door to check the nameplate when I hear a familiar voice. Even hardworking women need to unwind sometimes. I can help with that. Oh, there he goes. What, 8? Yes, 8? Hello. So I duck my head back inside, my guard up, only to see that 8 is nowhere near me. Instead, he lies on a strange-looking lounge chair in the back of the room, some kind of visor over his eyes. It doesn't seem like he realizes I'm here. No, you can't underestimate the value of pleasure. All work and no play makes for a dull life. So he must be using the simulator. I feel like I'm intruding, though, with whatever kind of situation he's in. Maybe I should ask him if I should leave? Reluctant, I start inching my way toward the lounging 8. My dude, you'll be more productive if only you just come with me and play a little. Jeez, he's really persistent. I almost feel bad for the simulation. So we can do whatever you like. That's right. His voice is so sultry and soft, it's almost mesmerizing. Feeling increasingly uncomfortable, I almost stop dead at his next words. Come a little closer. No! Stop! Right, simulation. Oh gosh, okay, so man, they must be pretty realistic. Almost to him now, I force my legs to move the few remaining steps in front of him. So hey, it's me. What you doing, my guy? Oh, so 8's hands suddenly uncoil from his chest. They snap around my wrist, surprisingly strong, and pull me down to him. Hello, hey, my love. Hello. What's up, my man? 8 reaches up a single finger and pushes the simulation visor up. So you want to? His lopsided grin reminds me of the Cheshire Cat. Oh, you see that eyebrow quirk? Oh my god, so I begin to pull away and start to reply, but 8's eyes flash. My vision becomes hazy and my body relaxes. I haven't seen you in a while. Were you missing me? 8's voice is so nice, I know. I shake my head, trying to remember. Why did I come here? You came here to see me, right? No, looking into 8's eyes, I wonder how didn't I notice how charming they were before. Come to see you. So why do I suddenly feel so disoriented? So that's so nice. I was feeling pretty lonely. You were too, right? I know you haven't left your room in days. I guess I have been. That much is true. That's true. So, want to partner up? This time, it'll just be you and me. Well, of course, I already did both these answers. This is what I want. My body says yes to this, but my mind is telling me no. The right answer is to not give. Wait, this is my body says yes, but my mind says no here. Oh, it just went huge. Okay, my cursor just went really big. But anyways, whatever. It's the right answer is to resist him because I am not a weak woman. There's a heavy, hazy feeling dragging me down, but there's no way in hell I'm doing this. My stubbornness is stronger. Sorry. Huh? So, but I'm off duty right now. I break his hold on my wrist and grab his instead, squeezing. Back off with the Augs, or I'll have to hurt you. Oh. 8 looks surprised and chuckles softly. I'm not like all the other girls. Relax, I'm just trying to help you out. I told you to be watchful of your surroundings. If even I could sneak up on you, didn't I? I narrow my eyes at 8, and his annoyingly soften. People who resist are more interesting to me. Ugh, have you ever heard of boundaries or consent? Do you mean persuade? Are you serious? I don't even know what to say to that. So, considering our position, you sure you haven't changed your mind? Definitely not. No, I will not give in to your ways, okay? I push myself off 8, uncaring wherever my knee might have dug into, and stand up. You haven't even taken me to dinner. How are you gonna do this to me? What gives you the right to use your Augs on me? 8 shrugs. What gives me the right to use them on anyone? So what gives you the right to use yours? That's not the same, isn't it? So I use my ox to help me in a fight, not to manipulate. So you use your strength to manipulate the situation instead. So tell me, dear Seven, what is the difference? I can tell he's mocking me, but maybe there's something else too. Actual curiosity? Daring me to prove him wrong? Wanting me to prove him wrong? Whatever it is, I'm too frustrated to care. Well, I didn't use my fist on you. Didn't you use your strength, though? To control the situation. Are you saying it's okay to use Ogs to control a situation? 8 shrugs, playing with his choker. Why not? So, besides, I came here to practice. And if I can persuade you, then I should be able to persuade most people. He tilts his head cutely, and I could swear I see his eyes flash again. Ugh, I should just go. God, stop tempting me. I turned to do just that, but 8's hand shoots out around my wrist again. I briefly contemplate body slamming him, but I subdue the urge. Don't leave. Please? Aww. At the pleading in his voice, I turned back towards 8. What? I wasn't lying. So, I am lonely. Everyone's been so down lately. There's no missions for me yet either. 8 points to the bar near us. Wanna chat? Sure. I won't even use my Ogs on you this time. I stare at the bar, then back at 8's hopeful face before sighing. I point at him as I practically stomp to the bar. You better not. Or I will use my fists on you this time. Don't worry, I won't. Though I can't promise you won't be charmed by me anyway. Feeling unusually flustered and grumpy about it, I slide onto the bar stool without comment. 8 does the same beside me, and grabbing a nearby bottle, pours a drink for both of us. I put my AR on the table with a sigh, not even bothering to protest. So we finally have the chance to really talk. Although you're older, I'm the more experienced one. So do you have any questions for me? Oh yes, I take a deep breath to calm down and think. I should try to use this opportunity to learn more, right? And I should save, just in case, as a bookmark. So I think through what I want to ask him. Yes, I already did a lot of asking here. So, we tried asking him already on the mission, but he didn't tell us. I can't remember if he told us then there. What do you do besides work there? What do you do when you're not working? Are you asking me on a date? What? No. Just curious. You know, like, do you have any hobbies? Oh, those. 8 shrugs. Not really. I have a lot of work to do. I am the top Siren here. Oh, but I do play with Monarch. Yes. 8? Yes. 5 comes in. So a familiar voice interrupts our conversation. I look over to see someone completely unexpected standing there. So 5? Shouldn't you be resting? Did I say 8? I meant 5. God, shouldn't you be resting? I wanted to see you. I'm feeling better today. Yeah, and 7's here too. Yes. 5 walks over to our table and sits down next to 8. Hi 7. Yes, hi 5. I'm so glad to see you up and about. Yes, I wanted to spend time with 8, but I'm glad you're here too. Well, if you're sure you're feeling well enough, I feel better around you guys. So, I'm glad then. So what were you talking about when I came in? Before I can open my mouth, 8 speaks up. Oh, just about life here. The job. Yeah, the job. Well, I mean my class. Yeah, 7 here is interested in Sirens. Well, why did he have to put it like that? I'm interested in learning about everyone's class, including shifters. I want to learn how to work together. Well. Dr. Park said teams do better if they get to know more about each other. So, that's true. Shifters aren't that much different from Sirens in how they're used. 8 gently shakes his drink, the ice cubes hitting the side of the glass. That's right. We're both infiltration classes. And we both gain people's trust by simply going along with however they see us. Perception is reality. That's what they teach shifters. What makes sense? That makes sense. Although you two don't look it, I guess it might be pretty scary for the enemy. Never knowing who they can trust. By now, they should know the saying, every rose has its thorns. But isn't that hard on you guys? Yeah, hard how? People do what they have to survive, even in phase. It isn't like how things were before the climate changed. Everyone has to find a way to be useful, to not be a burden. I think you, of all people, would understand that as a drifter. Besides that, the tension is always nice. I do understand what you're saying, and I don't mean to offend you, but I can't help but wonder how difficult my comrades' jobs are too. Maybe it's not my business, but doesn't it bother you? Yes, fake love you receive, where you have to dress and act, the problems with consent. I already did all the questions, all the options here. So I'm just gonna say, The problems with consent, yeah. The problem with consent. So your job requires you to deceive someone. You pretend to be someone you're not, force them into trusting you, and then betray it. Shouldn't you be more considerate of what just happened? Yes. I'm sorry, 5. I shouldn't be talking about something this heavy so soon. No, I'm glad you are. Almost no one wants to talk about this here. Anyway, we don't force someone into trusting us. They do it because they like us and want to. You're putting them into a situation where they can't say no. And what about the Augs? As you saw, the Augs won't work if someone doesn't want it. Besides, do you ask consent to punch someone? The way our classes do things is a lot more gentle. Even if they normally never would have said yes, we simply help them make more options. We simply help them more open to suggestion. They want to be around us. For a while, they're happy and everyone wins. So I sigh. I can see that things work much more differently here than what I'm used to. I have to maintain an open mind. There's always a reason why things are the way they are. I decided to change subjects completely to lighten the atmosphere. How about Monarch? What's the story behind him? He followed me after a mission. I couldn't leave him. I gave him to 8. Yes, I wanted 8 to have someone that would love him for just being 8. Not because of his looks or because they were persuaded. Arg 5, I think you're too honest sometimes. It's embarrassing. 8 needs to relax more. And Monarch loved him the moment they met. He snuggled up in his arms and never wanted to leave. 8 suddenly clasped his hands together. He did, yeah. He purred and purred and purred. It was the cutest thing, so small. And when I tried to hold him for a bit, he got angry. So he was like, no. This is my human, you will not take him from me. Yes. Then I fell in love at first sight with my kitty. What is this cuteness suddenly? Oh, I feel like my heart's going to explode into rainbows. Yes, that's such a sweet story. I can't wait to meet him. Next time we hang out, I'll try to bring him, okay? Sure, yes. 5 turns to me and whispers. 8 is really cute sometimes. So, please don't be mad at 8. Yeah, of course not. The way his class works is not his fault. This is how things at FaZe are done. Yes, so 5, don't start this. I'm not a victim. 5 surprises all of us by hitting the table with both fists. I don't want her to think you're a bad person. And I don't want you to have to keep being in bad situations. There's so much frustration and anguish in his voice. I want to help, but I don't know how. 5. And when I introduce myself, I don't want to say that I'm 5 or some made-up name. I want to say that I'm Ko Daehyun. Yes, we know his name. Ko Daehyun? Yes, so 5. 8 covers his face with his hand, clearly exasperated. Is that your real name? Yes. I'm not 5, I'm Daehyun. That's the name my parents gave me. 5, damn it, yes. If Rasuke finds out, he'll kill you. Well, you know we're not supposed to reveal that to just anyone. I'm sorry. But 7 isn't just anyone. Yeah, she's my teammate, and I don't want to trust her. I want people to be able to trust me. 5, 7, and here comes, what's it called? 6, yes, so a deep voice floats towards us, and we all turn to look at the doorway. 6 is standing there leaning against the door as if he's been there for quite some time. Hey, 8, 5, so 6 gives a small 2-fingered wave. Good to see you all doing okay. His eyes shift to me. Yes, so 7, you didn't see Rasuke requesting you? Oh yeah. Yes, Oh no, my ARO. Yes, so we all looked down at it, forgotten on the table. No worries. So Rasuke has a mission for us, so let's get it. Let's get it, eh? Let's get it! 7's going with you this time? Yeah. So it seems. So I see, I guess we have no choice but to let you go then. 8 tips his glass at me. Let's continue this conversation over drinks again. Alright, next time I'll buy. 6 chuckles and then turns to leave the room. So I slide off my bar stool and turn to the guys. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for the chat. Bye, 7. Okay, folks, 5 is staring at me with such sad eyes, I feel like I need to say more. And don't worry, your secret is safe with me. So 6's voice filters back to me as he peeks his head in. Come on, 7, yes, we definitely can't keep Rasuke waiting. So I nodded to 2 men, then hurried to follow 6. Okay, so I'm gonna skip out on this, mission with 6 and 4 where it all went wrong and we got seriously hurt, and then that ended up winds us up in detention. Oh, okay, interesting. I had a question about 8 with regards to 6 here, which I haven't, maybe I missed it completely because I always go to ask something more personal, which is more directed towards 6. So no, we can ask about 8 here. So I'm gonna ask about 8. I never realized that he could be involved in this way, but let's do it. So hey, what do you think of 8? Yes. So 8. So 6 looks at me curiously. So he does what he thinks he has to, like we all do. I hold back a sigh. Yeah, hard not to notice that much at least. So 6 pauses his work for a moment, closing his eyes to take a deep breath before going back to it. Are you feeling alright? Oh, really? That's it? Well, I guess it counts. It must have count towards, like, what's it called? Let's just save here. It must count towards, like, getting points with him. Like, it's not significant, but at least it's, like, you know, it's something. So yeah, okay. I think we could skip out on here since, yeah, it's just, again, he's going back to work. Okay, so yes, we went on the mission, came back injured, under house arrest, and then also we went to Roske, and after a while, oh yeah, we met with Temperance and like our brother to have a chat about like what they think about FaZe and like the darker sides of FaZe. We couldn't choose 8. 8 wasn't an option. It was only 640. I chose 6 just to like hopefully just kind of keep away from like getting other people's points because I'm like all over the place with them. Trying to focus on 8 for the most part, but like in terms of the situations like those, I try to like, you know, randomize it as much as I can. So yeah, so after that we went back. Roske interviewed us a little bit along with 10 killed a magician, front row seats, and now we're back here and apparently we passed the test. And then we're looking through our emails and we see one from 8, so we're gonna read it from 8. So I find myself looking for 8's name of all things. What the hell? What is wrong with me? So I have no idea why I want to hear from him. But I miss the guy more than I thought. At the least, he's a charming, fascinating person. So, what am I saying? He tried to pull me down and use the dogs on me. Maybe I'm under his spell even now. So can Siren dogs even last this long? I shake my paranoia off and return my attention to the screen. As if he knew what I'd be thinking, I see a message from 8. Okay, so feeling a contrasting feeling of reluctance and relief, I click it. There we go. So my dearest 7, the most intriguing and beautiful woman of my life, how are you? He's such a charmer. So I heard about what happened with you. There's been so many things happening to you lately. How do you handle all of it? I'm worried about you. Maybe I shouldn't ask that, but I genuinely wonder. You must have been terrified. I know I would have been. I'm really glad 4 was there to help you. But still, I wish a little bit that it could have been me. I guess I just get in the way, but I wish I could have been there at least to comfort you. I know you probably would push me away even if I tried. I realize more than you think how strong you are. Still, I can't help but worry about you for some reason. Anyway, there's a lot more that I want to know about you and more I want to understand about myself, how I feel when I talk to you. So don't get killed or kicked out, alright? I want to have long talks with you over drinks and learn about you late into the night. He's such a man with words. So one day I'll persuade you. I'm sure of it. Until then, stay safe and healthy. I'm cheering for you, even if you don't want me to. You're one and only 8. God, you can't help but like really like this guy, man. He's like charms level 1000. Jesus Christ. Just like how you seem to be intrigued by me, I am also intrigued and infuriated by you. So it's mutual. The feeling's mutual. So my heart feels conflicted after reading Ace's message. I'm not sure how to perceive what he says, if he really means the things he said at all. But I do feel better after seeing it. We haven't known each other very long, but I feel like we come from 2 completely different worlds. I can't agree with the way he thinks, but 8 does bring a new perspective I've never experienced. That in itself is fascinating. I can't deny that meeting new and interesting people has always been one of my favorite things. Is it possible he feels that way too? Maybe we have more in common than I thought. Despite our disagreements, 8 reached out to me. 8 reached out to me. So I feel like I have to respond right now. Not just with any message, but a heartfelt one. And not to give him back even a fraction of the feeling he just gave me. So maybe if I'm genuine with him, he will be with me. But I admit, maybe it's also the loneliness and isolation. Okay, so she's gonna write the same old kind of message as she always sends with any other like operatives that we respond to, and we're gonna talk to 9, and I'll stop when he gives his 2 cents on when we mention 8 to him. There we go. So yeah, somebody else has been like cheering us up. So I could swear I see something flash in 9's eye. He sounds genuinely interested when he speaks next. Really? Who was it? Yeah. Oh, it's 8, yes, so 8. 9 can't hide the worry in his voice. He's like, 8? It's nothing like that. We've had a hard time getting along, actually. But I feel like he's a deeper guy than what he puts on. And he's good, and he's got a good heart, I think. So that much is true. I'm surprised you were able to see that much already. So I've got no time for lady killers like 8, but I can see he's more than that. His beliefs stem from somewhere, and I want to find out what's really going on in his head. Maybe help him see another perspective too, if he lets me. I see. Just be careful around him. Phase doesn't have rules on sexual relationships, but I'd hate to see you get hurt. Whoa, I wasn't even thinking about going there. Okay, 9? Jesus, I feel a little defensive somehow, and so my next words slip out. How could you just assume that about your teammates, right? How could you just assume that he would just be like this playboy that just sleeps around with anyone with legs? Ain't and I are adults. We can handle ourselves. I bite my lip and pout. Sorry, there's just stereotypes about sirens. Oh, sometimes I get sucked up in rumors too. But in reality, nothing ever is exactly as it seems. I wish you luck in getting closer with 8. I hope you're able to help him. So I take a deep breath, turning my attention to the sky in front of me. Yes, the sun is almost gone. Back home, this used to be the time we would start to move. There we go. Wow, he had a lot to say about 8. Jeez. Okay, wow. Well. Okay, so we're gonna skip on the meeting. We're gonna probably skip on a lot of the. I think we're gonna probably skip on to the very end because other than that, after this point afterwards, it's gonna be all the same in terms of like what happened in the latest update. So yeah. Okay, here we go. We got 8 after ending scene, after ending credits. There we go. What's happening? Let's see. Okay, so he's back on the thing. I'm back at phase. Sorry, this is back at phase. So I slip into the elevator, breathing hard. It's been a constant fight for survival ever since all this began. Phase has always been my one and only real home. So it seems to see it in chaos like this. I shake my head trying to focus, but my mind inadvertently slips to 7 and 5. From what 3 could piece together, they'd been brutally attacked. There's no way of knowing whether she and 5 were alive or dead. My heart feels like it's been frozen in my chest ever since. Oh. The door slides open then, and my pulse quickens. An operative from Phantom Kappa. One I thought I knew. But if there's one thing this coup has confirmed for me, is that most people will turn on you at the slightest perceived threat. Cowards. So you don't want to hurt me, right? So I step closer to him, taking off my glasses and wrapping my fingers around his wrist. As I look up into his eyes, there's only one person I find myself thinking of. Aww, 7. And yeah, you haven't been here long, and our world views are totally different, so it's even more strange that I find myself thinking of you when I'm with anyone else. Why is that? Is it because I'm intriguing? The woman haunting my thoughts can't tell me, so I guess I'll have to do whatever it takes to meet back up with you and find out. Okay. Alright, okay. There we go. Well, damn, shit, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for anyone who's left. All of our teammates that have left back at phase. Like, I don't know who to go back for. For sure, I'm gonna go back for all of them eventually. But anyways, damn, I can't wait for to see what would happen in terms of book 2. Then I really hope it goes through. I really hope it happens. But anyways, guys, there you go. That is 8's route in terms of going through it in book 1. He's quite the charmer. He hasn't changed. I'm like, bruh, like, I don't usually like these types of overly flirtatious, like, really upfront sort of people, but like, damn, he has a way with his words. He's a smooth talker. But I guess probably because of his class, and that's just one of his skills. But anyways, guys, there you go. So the last of the guys that we're going to be doing for this game, and probably the last time you'll see this game in a while on my channel before any other updates will happen, is 3. We're going to go through 3's route, and of course that means it's going to be a little bit longer just because more new content. I haven't gone through all his answers that we had in terms of like the very recent updates that we got, which is like, we're sitting down with lunch with him because I only did one answer with him, and I was gonna go back and do the rest later on, and that will be in the next episode, so tune in for that. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are all doing okay, making it through this quarantine somehow, some way. In terms of recording stuff and uploading, it's gonna be really erratic. I'm gonna warn you now. If there's these rare times where I'm able to record, I will have something for you guys to upload. But otherwise, like, I can't really guarantee that it's gonna be like a regularly scheduled thing until further notice. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you wanna, and hit the notification bell. I hate I hate being that YouTuber, but yes, hit the notification bell and be subscribed to my channel in terms of if you want to, of course, be informed of when I next upload any episodes, or whether it's like, I don't know, whatever games that's kind of going on active on my channel right now. So yes. So thank you guys so much for your patience and all your love and support. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe, being healthy, taking care of your loved ones and yourself as well. And yeah, just like hang in there, hang in there. We're gonna get through this together, okay? So to the next time, whenever that one may be, keep your head up, and I will see you then. But for now, bye.